Oh, he's got it down to a spot. Oh, it's no facts needed. Hey everyone, like and subscribe before you watch the video because you're going to be disappointed if you actually watch the video. Today we're going to be talking about free agency quarterbacks, re-signing, a signing elsewhere, a traded quarterback, all of them, and then we're going to be ranking the move for their team and the player 1 through 5, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. And the first one I think we're going to do, let's go with Joe Flacco to the Broncos.
Okay. We're rating them 1 to 5. Should we do 1 to 5 or 1 to 10?
I can't count that high.
Okay, 1 to 5. I think they just substituted Case Keenum with a
taller Case Keenum.
Taller,
I think Joe
stronger
Flacco's,
armor.
I think Joe Flacco's better.
I think he's better because he has a stronger arm and he's taller. But other than that, I think they're about the same.
I know. I don't like the move for the Broncos because, like,
I don't think they have a good team around them, and I don't think they're going to win a lot with them.
I mean, they have some weapons.
Yeah, I mean, they have Emmanuel Thomas.
Who?
I mean, Emmanuel Sanders.
Yes.
Demaryius
Thomas.
Demaryius wasn't there anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Is he still a free agent?
Didn't he have something that happened to him?
He got injured.
No.
I think some criminal stuff happened, but I don't think...
See,
I haven't dug in.
Okay, let's stay on topic.
Okay.
I think they downgraded personally.
Really?
I think Case Keenum's
I think Case Keenum is overrated.
I think he's a better leader. Probably not a better player, but...
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't think they have any big names.
I'd say I'll give my ranking first. For the Broncos, I'll give it a 3. Because if you're in a win-now situation, which I don't think they are, I would give it a higher rating. Like, if this was the Broncos team, like, post-Peyton Manning, that would be a good move. But right now, with the state they're in, it's like a temporary Band-Aid on, like, a
bad team.
Like it's
bad team getting worse.
Yeah, it's like a super. It's like a super deep cut that's bleeding a lot, and you put one more bandage.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when the Knicks traded for D Rose.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Whoa, they got D Rose, like former MVP," but
yeah, I'm gonna rate this a 2. Pretty much exactly what you said. I just don't.
Yeah.
I understand why they did it. I just think it's not necessary, and they need to start.
Actually, I'll give it a 5. Did you hear what John Elway said? He's entering his prime. I mean, if he already has a Super Bowl MVP.
Imagine what he's going to do now.
Good point, good point.
I'll give it a 2.
2? Okay, yeah, I'm locking in at 3. Teddy Bridgewater next. Eli, you want to hit us with your take on that?
I don't know. It's pretty, like, you can do the same thing he did last year. Yeah. Come in and, like...
just learn behind.
Yeah, people are going to say, oh, does he have anything left?
I feel like the Saints kind of did this. They're like, yeah, you're going to be the successor. But it's kind of more like whenever next year a veteran quarterback gets hurt, they're going to trade him.
It kind of reminds me of when you draft a quarterback in, like, the 5th round, you know? Like, you're bringing him in to give him a shot, but in all actuality, he's probably
not the next quarterback.
He's probably not the year.
I don't think so, because he only got 1 year, right?
Yeah.
And I think Drew Brees is going to play for the next 3 years, at least. Nah, I say 2 years at least.
I give him 1 more when he's done.
Like this year and he's done?
I think he's he's like kind of like Big Ben. Like you just have to take it year by year.
Yeah.
Could go either way.
That.
Yeah. For Bridgewater, I think it's a good move because I don't know. If I was in the NFL, I wouldn't be a starting quarterback. I'd rather be a backup. He's getting paid starter money.
Who's gonna take more reps next year, him or Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill can do more.
That's why I don't really understand it for him.
Well, I think
Teddy Bridgewater, this is kind of like Jimmy Garoppolo. He got a ton of money just because he's behind Tom Brady and he played a couple games.
Well, that wasn't it. Like he
but you know
well.
What I mean.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of like
I don't know. I like Teddy as a person.
All right,
I don't think he has the capabilities
to
move on or to be a star. I'd give it like a 2.
I give it a 4. I like it.
For Teddy Bridgewater, I'm going to give it a 4, yeah. Because I think he's going to come out with more than he came in with.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Nick Foles?
Nick Foles, the biggest. Well, you want to start?
With my rating?
Just like what you think of it.
Well, I think it's good for both teams. I mean, for both.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's really good.
I don't think Nick Foles is good.
I don't think he's that good, but he's better than Blake Bortles.
$88 million.
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
You got to get somebody in that.
It's a little-
for that team.
It's too many years, I think.
I think it is too many years.
But
I mean, we've seen Nick Foles before leave Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't good,
Yeah,
Like,
it wasn't.
he had moments.
but he wasn't good. He was in a system, and it was like you game plan all year for Carson Wentz, and then
Well, if you're the Jaguars, what are you gonna do?
I think it's an
you
upgrade.
draft someone.
You're a win now situation.
You're not in a win now.
No,
This
I
past
think
year,
you
you're
are.
in a win now situation, but not anymore.
I think
you are.
it's
You're
the
paying.
same
You're
team.
still
They
paying
just-
a lot of money to keep your defense together.
Yeah, I think they're a win now situation because they still have the same team as 2 years ago.
I would rather draft.
They just kind of figured out that they're just giving it to Leonard Fournette 40 times.
Well, and Fournette was hurt,
yeah,
and like
So if they
didn't
get-
show up to pictures. I give it probably a 3, right down the middle.
I don't think
for Foles.
they're not
5.
the same team they were 2 years
I
ago.
agree.
They've lost a lot of people like Aaron Colvin, Marcel Darius, and
Yeah.
Mike Jackson.
I give it a 4.
Allen Hurns, Allen Robinson.
Well,
less,
yeah.
less people.
I
referred
think
to.
I would give it like a 4, I guess.
Allen Hurns and Allen Robinson weren't there. They weren't there 2 years ago, were they?
Yeah,
No, they were both hurt.
That's
That
what I
year,
thought.
Hearns was because he scored.
Allen Robinson.
He scored a
was definitely-
touchdown against the Colts. I
That's when
remember in
Robinson
London. It
tore
was
his
a
ACL.
game winning. It was a game winning touchdown.
Yeah, but that wasn't the year they were good.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No facts needed.
Like straight down the middle for me. I think great move for Foles. He got a ton of money for the Jaguars. I don't think he's a solution.
I don't understand why they don't just
I
trade
don't.
everything they have for Kyler Murray. Separate discussion.
Yeah.
We're not OU fans.
Who's next? Will Case Keenum?
Yeah, Case Keenum. I'm gonna give this a 2.
Straight into it. I mean, who got him? The Redskins?
Redskins.
I don't know. I think that's them committing to.
Alex Smith.
I didn't even think about that.
He has 1 year left on his
I was
deal.
saying, yeah, it's committing to a rookie, is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alex Smith has 1 year on his deal.
Case Keenum.
no, you bring in Case Keenum to play for a year, and then you have Alex Smith and.
I just think this is.
If they don't draft a quarterback, then I give this a 1. But if they do, then I think it's just like a gap year, and then have Alex Smith and that quarterback compete,
Yeah.
and then
How valuable do you think those years actually are? Like having that guy.
behind.
Like having
You gotta
like
fill-
last year there was Tyrod and all these other
You
guys.
gotta fill seats though in the stadium. You have to be competitive.
No, but I'm saying how much more.
Well, look at Patrick Mahomes.
Well, if they don't draft a quarterback and they just roll out with Case Keenum, then you say give it a 1.
yeah.
Well, why does I don't see why you have to bring in a veteran guy to compete with a rookie.
Because you don't want the rookie to go out there and get
No.
smashed and destroy
I
his
don't-
whole entire career.
I don't want a rookie.
I feel like
I don't want a rookie who kind of sort of knows the playbook to go out there. I'd rather have a veteran who knows the league, kind of sort of know the playbook, go out and play.
I'll give it a 3
So
because I think they'll be capable with Case Keenum. They won't really probably.
they had a lot of people hurt.
They're not
last
gonna.
year.
Yeah, I mean they're not gonna contend, but they'll be
Yeah.
all right probably.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 2, just because it's one of those things where it's like, kind of Alex Smith's body is their team, and his leg just got torn off pretty much, and they're trying to put a Band-Aid over all this where it
Alright.
needs surgery and it needs
Tyrod Taylor. What are we thinking there?
I like it. for
I
Tyrod.
like that signing for both sides.
Yeah.
Phil Rivers doesn't have much left in the tank.
I think Tyrod's a good quarterback. I think
Phil
he
was
can
really
start.
good last year though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta think. He's about to have enough kids to put out a starting 11. Because he's got, what, 7 kids? Something like
9.
that.
He's
9?
He's got enough. To
So he
pass,
he has a team that he could trot out there.
He needs one
Plus,
more.
plus
Oh,
his wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys rate it?
He goes to the XFL with his
You
kids.
think he'll give me playing time?
When they just blow somebody out, or Philip Rivers gets hurt. That's the only 3 times I see him playing.
What about a blowout?
Yeah, that's
That's
what.
what you said.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan Tannehill.
We didn't give our ratings.
Oh.
I'm gonna rate a 4.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4.
5.
4?
5.
Okay.
4.
5.
Ryan
Tannehill.
Tannehill. Where did he go?
Maybe they think he's gonna play receiver.
Tennessee. I saw that. He's tall though,
What?
isn't he? He's like 6'4", 6'5".
What'd you say?
He played wide receiver in college.
Because they don't have any.
Yeah. Well, I pretty much see Ryan Tannehill as a poor man Marcus Mariota. Even though Marcus Mariota is like a poor man mobile quarterback.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then Russell Wilson's a poor man's Baker.
So,
And then Baker's a poor man's Kyler.
so I think Ryan Tannehill fits in the system well if
Yeah.
he can play more than 5 plays without getting his leg
Well, I mean,
blown off.
Mariota's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's basically just gonna be
You're
like,
upgrading from Blaine Gabbert
Yeah,
whenever
to
you're playing to
Ryan
get into the
Tannehill.
playoffs.
Yeah, but if you need a backup quarterback, you want somebody who's reliable that can play a lot. And
yeah, I
Ryan
don't think Tannehill is that bad.
Well, I think Ryan Tannehill's
Well, I mean, whenever you're playing,
I think he's probably.
hold on,
talent-wise,
hold
I think he's a
on.
good backup
Hey,
quarterback.
hey. Who would you rather try out there? Week 17, you're trying to go to the playoffs, Sunday Night Football. Blaine Gabbert or Ryan Tannehill?
Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, so
I think he's
probably,
better.
I like.
But as a backup quarterback, I think you want somebody who's more, who can, that's going to play the whole entire game. I do think Ryan Tannehill has more talent.
I would probably take Ryan Tannehill over like Tyrod or Case Keenum.
I wouldn't take.
I give this move a 2.
I'll give it a
Just
3.
because, why would you trade? Why would you trade for a backup quarterback?
What do you mean?
Why would you give up something for a backup quarterback? Like,
Because Marcus Mariota gets hurt every other play. I would
who
do it.
cares?
I would do it. He's
I would-
not going to compete for the starting job.
I could see him like competing for it. Mariota's not.
I'll give it a 2.
a 1 from John, and I think that's it.
From me.
Yep. I think that's all.
If you click right here, you're gonna see my beautiful face. Thanks for watching. No facts needed. Like and subscribe, please. I'm lonely.